Martha Stewart, the first one.
The Western Conference NBA Playoffs, Round 1 continues. Austin have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be realized? For their thirst to be quenched? Find out tonight as they do battle against the Suns. Will there be an upset in Round 1? It's all coming up next.
Here it is, Game 4 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals. And the question on everyone's mind tonight, will this be a clean sweep? Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And now Austin's starting group. We've got Carmelo Anthony. He's out there with James. And it's Houston in at the 2 spot. And for Phoenix, and it's Marion in at the 3. You take a look at Phoenix, you don't want to write a team off. But down 3-0, there isn't a lot of hope to go around.
Yeah, this team can see the writing on the wall. With that said, they can still play for pride and put up a fight. Give them something to build on for next season.
It'll be Austin off the tip. Now here's Rose. He's covered closely. Screen by James. Anthony, the pass to James. And it's James with the jam.
LeBron James, one of the great showmen to ever lace them up. How about that finish, folks?
Pass to Marion. Here's Nash, guarded by Rose. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul. At the line for Phoenix, Amari Stoudemire. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Here's Rose. Here's James. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Here's Nash. To the inside. Stoudemire. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
James outside. It's hauled in by Marley. Here's Marion. Pass to Mikan. Here's Marley. To the left wing. Clock at 6. Here's Mikan. On target from about 13 feet.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And that one's good. James has got 6. James has gone 3 of 4 here from the field. Nash passes to Stoudemire. Here's Nash. Inside. Here's Mikan. Austin grabs a miss.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
Count that bucket. Give him 8.
This is where LeBron James is so dangerous. Physically hard to handle on the interior. Turn the lights out.
Here's Nash. Pass to Mikan. Here's Stoudemire. Here's Marley. Fires the 3. Unable to get that one. Anthony outside. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Rose. Anthony outside. Screen by James. Anthony, pass to Chamberlain. And it's Mikan with a rebound. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Marley. Soft touch off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The Suns trailing. Pass to Stoudemire. Here's Mikan. Here's Marley. Just 5 to shoot. Again, Phoenix. Good for 2. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Here's Houston. 3-pointer off the mark.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Stoudemire. He's got 5.
We call that lockdown perimeter defense against an excellent three-point shooter.
It's James with the hammers it home.
So nice.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's Marion. Yet to see a basket. Out to the right wing. Mikan passes to Chambers. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Outside Booker. Jacks up a 3. Phoenix no good that time either. Austin has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And it's Rose penetrating. And he dumps it down.
And this is where Derrick Rose makes his money on the offensive end. Takes the action right to the rack.
Suns trail by 3. Here's Nash. Pass to Chambers. James with a steal. Here's Houston. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Outside Booker. They set the screen. The 3 is up. Austin grabs a miss. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Rose, pass to Chamberlain. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Pass to Marion. Now here's Booker. Can they get it? Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Well, free throw attempt numbers indicate just how difficult someone is to guard. Booker certainly in the hard-to-check category.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3.
Boy, as fantastic as Devin Booker's offensive arsenal is, to me the best part, his competitive edge and toughness, it sets him apart nightly.
And he's good on the second. and he makes all three.
This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line.
Pass to Anthony. Here's the break. The shot by Stoudemire, no good. Austin leading by 4. Here's Houston. Three-pointer, no good. Now here's White. Here's Mikan. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. That one's good for 2.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Rose. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, what a warrior Derrick Rose is. This guy gets buckets through contact out there, so tough.
44 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Booker. Three-pointer. Anthony grabs the board. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for the Longhorns. They lead by 4. And that one's good. James.
The offensive arsenal of LeBron James is tremendous. The ability to hurt defenses in so many ways is something else.
It's a one-on-one situation. And it's Mikan with a rebound. Mikan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Booker, pass to Stoudemire. He drops it from range. Stoudemire's got 8.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Austin. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Austin so far. Guys?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
They've got Devin Booker, and it's Wicks in at the small forward. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Pass to Stojakovic. That one's good from the corner. Stojakovic has got his first points of the night.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Here's White. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Austin leading by 3. Bounce it inside. He's guarded by White. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Austin shooting their first free throws here tonight. And he knocks down the first one. And Johnson drops them both. Suns trail by 5. White, the pass to Marley. And here's Booker. White looking it over. Oh, and Johnson with a block. In transition. Here's Levine. And a missed layup. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. White, the pass to Stoudemire. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Boy, easy pickings from that distance. More of that, please.
quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Johnson with a bucket.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. White, the pass to Stoudemire. Back to White. 4 on the clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot here. And it's Chambers missing.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Chandler. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Now, this is what you love about Tyson Chandler. Releases out of the pick and roll with big-time purpose.
Johnson finds Levine. Here's Chandler. He's guarded by White. Here's Stojakovic from downtown. 4-3. Fires in the triple. And now it's a 10-point Austin lead.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. With some changes. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Pass to Stoudemire. Here's Chambers. He's guarded by Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Chambers. He's scoreless. And stolen by Anthony. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Vintage LeBron James. He's cooking, and this guy may be the best to have ever done it.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Down by 12. Pass to Stoudemire. Here's Mikan. Shot clock at 6. To stop the drought. Marley, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Chamberlain. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
No debate there. He got hammered.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Austin?
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They are just feasting on fast break chances.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
He's off on the first. Good on the second one.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme? Or is it a problem with matchups?
And so it's Phoenix with it. It's a 13-point game. Nash passes to Chambers. the run, and it's good on the layup. Chambers has got his first 2 points of the night.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Down low. Here's Mikan. Good work there as it goes. Mikan's got his third basket on the night right there.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
Anthony. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
You know, no surprise to see the boot and the harm. Melo with the beautiful touch.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. White, he's checked in for the Suns. Free throw drops for Anthony.
You know, mark of a great offensive player, gets to the free throw line a ton, and that's Carmelo Anthony right there amongst the career leaders in free throws made.
Here's Nash. No points yet. Here's Chambers. Shot clock at 5. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Austin leading by 10. Here's James. Ooh, that's easy work for LeBron inside.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Pass to Marley. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from 3. Marley's got 7 points in the game.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Now, here is James. He's got 16. Wicks grabs the board.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
White on the wing. Pass to Wicks. Over James. And it's Phoenix with another.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's James. Wow, what an effort from LeBron.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Suns trail by 9. Pass to White. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Here's Rose, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
I tell you, one of these guys who just specializes in drawing contact from the defender. Derrick Rose always attacking.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. That one falls for Rose.
Well, an interesting thing about Derrick Rose, right? Over his career, he's been an up-and-down jump shooter, but he's been remarkably consistent from the free throw line.
And so Rose knocks them both down. 1:04 left in the second quarter. That's to Stoudemire. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, good. Whistle there.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
At the line for your Suns, Amari Stoudemire, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Austin making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Both good from the line that time. 50 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Levine, and he'll take a trip to the line for two. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
You know, I like that mentality by Levine, taking it inside, mixing it up a little bit.
That free throw good from Levine.
Zach LaVine, explosive with athleticism, with his hops, with his ability to score the basketball.
And he makes both free throws. Suns trail by 9. 36 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Stoudemire. Smith with the rebound.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Levine can't hit. And he's going for the lob. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Left side Levine. The three. Oh, the long-range prowess of Levine.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
And so it's Austin now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Hello and welcome. And here in Game 4, you couldn't have drawn up a better first half.
It's all been gravy, baby, and you know I know all the flavors of gravy. Movement, finding good looks, and shooting the ball at a high clip.
Yeah, beautiful execution at the offensive end. They're in firm control of this game from that standpoint, guys.
How many kinds of gravy are there?
There's barbecue, there's pineapple, there's
gravy.
orange.
Taking a look at the situation for the Phoenix Suns. They're 0 for 3 in the series. Kenny, what should they do to stave off elimination?
They got to take a long look in the mirror and figure out which vacation spot they're going. In other words, they're toast, Ernie.
Listen, I don't need to break out the crystal ball to tell you how this ends. They have to white flag up, and the season is on the clock.
A lot of metaphors there, but I get the gist. Speaking of toast, what do you prefer on toast, Kenny?
Jam, no butter.
Shaq?
Jam, jelly.
What's the difference between jam and jelly, Shaq?
I have no
Jam
idea.
don't shake like that.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Thanks for joining us again for round one of the NBA playoffs. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
This whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Here's Nash, still without a bucket. On the court for Austin, they've got Derrick Rose. Anthony is out there with LeBron James. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5, down low.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Nash. And they pick up 2.
And it's no surprise they want to get him the ball to start this half.
Austin leading by 7. Pass to Houston. Launches a 3. The shot's good on the assist by James. Houston's got 5 points.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead, and that means his teammates are delivering.
It's stolen by James. On the break, here's Rose. And a two-handed jam!
Well, Rose loves to get out into open space in transition, that extra space to work, lay it in.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Here's Nash. Six to shoot. Here's Marion. Offline with a 3. Austin has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. The shot by James, no good. Suns trail by 12. Pass to Nash. Here's Stoudemire. Austin grabs the miss. And it's Rose penetrating. Basket's good. Rose has got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about the body control from Rose? Took it right at the defender and got it to go.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
Here's Nash, guarded by Rose. Pass to Marley. Will it go? Knocks down the triple. Marley's got 10 points.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And so it's Phoenix with it, following the bucket by Austin. Nash passes to Stoudemire. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
There's the strength of the king.
Well, it's the skill set and the strength of LeBron James. It'll be interesting to see how his shot profile breaks down when it's all said and done.
Here's the pick. Nash passes to Stoudemire. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Yeah, just doing his part. Staying active and converting at a high rate.
And he has...
Wow! LeBron making some noise.
LeBron James goes high in the air and absolutely no doubt about how that's going to end.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Pass to Marion. Here's Stoudemire. Check by James. The shot by Stoudemire, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Oh, got that one up quick. Anthony's got his 2nd basket of the game.
His three-point shot can be streaky from game to game and season to season, but Melo's certainly a threat from out there.
Here's Stoudemire. He's got 16. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line. for a pair.
First personal foul.
It's on LeBron James.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And he drops it first. Phoenix making a switch here. Booker's checked in. Chandler, he's checked in for Austin. Johnson comes in for Rose. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And James has got the ball here for the Longhorns. Here's Chandler, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, huge wingspan, even for that center position. Chandler can throw it down from really anywhere within a few feet of the rim.
Here's Nash. Pass to Stoudemire. Oh!
Incredible!
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
You gotta love it when the fellas decide to put on a show.
And what a show that is for the fans and his teammates.
And for his coach, holding his breath partly because of the spectacle and partly because he doesn't want him to miss.
Smith, he's checked in for James. It's Johnson with a drive, and it's in there. Johnson's got 6.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Pass to Nash. Fires from deep. Sinks the tray. 5 points in the game.
I'm surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been after it. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
And yep, it's good. And Austin leads by 15.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Outside Booker. Chipped it away. To the middle. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And there's a pick. On the take. Here's Marion. That one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Houston gets the bucket.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Pass to Marion. And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more offense.
Houston, no good from outside. Suns trail by 17. Wicks the pass to Chambers. Here's Stoudemire, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Johnson inside, and he gets that one. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
41 seconds left in the third quarter. Booker surveying the floor. Clock at 6. Pass to Chambers. Into the lane. Tipped.
Yeah, this is a guy who's always been able to get off the floor quickly, and Chandler gets all of that shot attempt right there.
Knocks down the long J. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Outside Booker. Elbow shot. Again, Phoenix, good for 2.
That mid-range J right in his wheelhouse. Nicely done.
And so it's Austin, feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to that big lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. Austin leading by 18. They've got Devin Booker, and it's White in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one's on Rose.
Well, there's an activity level and a skill level that makes Devin Booker problematic on the offensive end. He dares defenders to get physical with him.
The first free throw is good.
Devin Booker has prided himself on talking to all the game's greats because he believes his talent is worthy of that. This guy, an all-around threat who's so dangerous with the ball.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Anthony. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, averaging over a half-dozen free throw attempts a game for his career. I mean, Melo's so skilled at getting to the free throw line.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Austin?
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
And so he makes both from the line.
You know, Carmelo Anthony, problematic for the defense. He spends so much time at the line, keeps you on a string.
Pass to Marley. To the paint. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Anthony, the pass to Smith. And it's Mikan with a rebound. Mikan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Pass to Chamberlain. Now Smith. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. White, the pass to Chambers. Deflected. Rose against Booker. To the wing on the left. Here's James, and it's Phoenix with a rebound. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. White, the pass to Booker. It's deflected. Inside, here's James. And slam dunk by James.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
The drive by Rose. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Yeah, he's still showing flashes of that incredible athleticism. Rose is a force attacking the lane.
Here's Chambers. Outside for Booker. In deep. Booker gets it to go.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Levine. And it's Mikan with a rebound.
I'll tell you, he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
Outside Booker. No good on the 3.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the buckets simply will not go down.
Here's James. Out to Rose. Back to James. And here's the fast break. Pass to White. Here's Mikan. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Booker, the pass to Chambers. Oh, it's blocked by Levine.
Wow, solid swat from Levine. Coaches and teammates appreciate when he's engaged on the defensive end.
Here's Chambers, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's James. Shot from the low post is good. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
You know, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Chambers, the pass to White. 5 on the clock. There's a screen. Puts one up from 19. Austin grabs a miss. Chamberlain's got 7 rebounds in the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Well, Zach LaVine draws a level of defensive attention that allows him to draw contact.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Levine. Both free throws good from Levine.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Suns trail by 17. Here's Nash. Puts it up. Oh, he can't hit it. Levine surveys the D. And the dunk by Levine.
You have to love how persistent Levine is inside and during the contact and finding his shot.
Here's Nash. And Jordan Ott decides to call timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Now we have a chance to see our player of the game, LeBron James.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
Yep, and now they're going to the second round. He's in a zone and paving the way for his squad right now. Here's Nash. Pass to Stoudemire. Shot clock at 6. Shot on the wing. Austin grabs a miss. Now Johnson to the wing, right side. Here's Stojakovic. Hits the trifecta.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Stoudemire uses the glass on the layup. Stoudemire's got 12 points in just the second half.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Here's Johnson. Smith left side. And the layup falls.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Pass to Marion. And there's the drive. Yes, it's good.
These guys really stepped up and played their hearts out to finish the series on their terms. So it's going to be on to the next round for the Longhorns.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every shot. I love their effort.
They just own this series from the start. A clean sweep and a dominant showing from them.
Yeah, super impressive. They took a hold of this series from the jump and just never took their foot off the accelerator.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for LeBron James.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Suns ball.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, this is the elevated energy level you expect in the postseason, chasing down blocks and making an impact.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Got a piece of it. Here's Richardson. And rejected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Oh, you could feel the playoff intensity in that block. He's playing some extra aggressive defense out there.
Here's Stoudemire. Going to work in the low block. 46 seconds left in the game. Johnson outside. Now Levine. And Levine throw it down.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Nash passes to Stoudemire. Pass to Nash. 6 on the shot clock. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Pass to Stojakovic. Three-pointer. Nails it from 3.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And with that win, they'll be moving on to round 2. And they delivered an epic performance, sweeping this best-of-7 series.
That's what you want to do. Get out of the first round as quickly as possible. Now the road gets a little harder.
And that about wraps it up from here, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA's Western Conference quarterfinals. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And now, time for our player of the game, LeBron James.